Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to study the next topic from life in Medina, that is known as Battle of Uhud. Let's start studying the topic. At the first place, you need to write down the start of few lines. Okay, what can be written in the start? For example, second important battle between Muslims and Makkah, and it took place in the third year of Prophet of migration. Because its events and result made a great impact on both sides, not only the Muslims but also on the Makkans over there. Now let's start studying the events. We have studied that actually the Battle of Badr, the Makkan caravan which was led by Abu Sufyan safely reached the Makkah. But when they came to know about the tragic event of Battle of Badr, that they have been defeated, their 70 people has been taken as prisoners, and their 70 people, the important figures of Makkah, had been killed by the Muslim, they got furious. They got not only furious but also they feel so much pain over there. So basically they want to revenge the Battle of Badr. So they made an announcement within Makkah that no one is allowed to take his money back from that caravan. So every penny and everything of that caravan will be invested in the revenge, that we are going to prepare for another war in which we are going to kill the Muslim and we will avenge the murder of our people. So after a struggle of day and night, an army of 3,000 men was fully prepared by the Makkans under the leadership of Abu Sufyan. Because Abu Jahl died in the Battle of Badr, now Abu Sufyan became the chief of the Makkah. So the well-equipped, fully armed army of 3,000 men was prepared by the people. So under the leadership of Abu Sufyan, they left the Makkah. Because Holy Prophet's uncle Hazrat Abbas, he was in Makkah, he was captured in the Battle of Badr. Later on he was released. Now he used to help the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. He used to send each and every message to the Holy Prophet which might have link with the Muslims. So Hazrat Abbas, he sent a message to Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, in Medina, that Makkah has left with the 3,000 people. They are furious and they are angry on the Muslim and they want to avenge the murder of their people of Battle of Badr. When actually this news reached to the Medina, Holy Prophet called the people, the Muhajirin and the Ansar in the mosque in order to have a consultation with them. When you need to know one important point, Holy Prophet used to consult all his affair with a mutual consultation. So when Holy Prophet called the people in the mosque and he informed them about the army of Makkah. So different people came with different opinion. One group said that we need to, Holy Prophet's personal opinion was that we need to remain in Medina, we need to defend the city while living in the city. But the people who could not take place in the Battle of Badr, they say we need to go outside, we need to fight the Makkans in the battlefield, because they did not take any part in the Battle of Badr. They want to show their bravery, they want to show their courage in the battlefield. So that is why they said we need to go to the battlefield outside the city. Holy Prophet also asked from the Ibn Ubay, Abdullah bin Ubay. He also said that we need to stay in the Medina. So but majority of Muslims, they were in the favor of outside in the battlefield, that we need to fight in the battlefield. So Holy Prophet accepted their proposal and the Muslims started to prepare themselves for the war. So Holy Prophet left Medina with 1,000 people in the start. Holy Prophet left Medina with 1,000 over there, Medina. Soon after, basically Ibn Ubay, he has link with the Makkans and the Jews all the time in order to harm the interest of the Muslim, in order to weaken the Muslim army, in order to put Muslim into a dangerous position. He withdrew his 300 supporters from the army with the excuse that I have given you the opinion that we need to remain in the Medina, but you did not accept my proposal, so that is why I'm not going to join you in the battlefield. So he withdrew his 300 supporters from the Muslim soldiers. So now Muslims are only 700 in numbers. Although they have less weapon, they are less in numbers, but Holy Prophet continued his march towards the battlefield. So Muslim reached at Uhud. Holy Prophet, peace upon him, when he reached in the place of Uhud, Holy Prophet started to prepare for the war. So if you can see there's a map made over there on the right side of your picture. The Holy Prophet actually came, when he reached over there, he appointed 50 archers in a narrow entrance behind his from his back, because Holy Prophet thought that from two sides, from our back side is being protected with the mountains, where there is a narrow path from where enemy can penetrate. So in order to protect that part, that place, Holy Prophet appointed 50 archers with some specific instructions. Instructions were very clear and very loud. He said to them, whatever happened in the battlefield, you are not supposed to leave your place. If we are being killed, or we are gaining victory, or we are facing any kind of a defeat in the battlefield, you are not supposed to leave your post. So Holy Prophet appointed 50 archers in the back. Soon after, Makkah also reached over there. 1,000 people were over there. 3,000 people were in their army. So the war broke out between the Muslims. So Muslims started to create the pressure on the Makkans. Muslims started to fight the war with in a specific way. So soon after, the people of Makkah, they could not hold the pressure. They started to flee. They started to retreat from the battlefield. So during that activity, Khalid bin Walid, who was the commander of cavalry, he saw that actually there is a narrow path from the Muslims' backside from where I can penetrate. So he tried his best to penetrate from that part, to get in from that part. But Muslim archers, they were very active and they were very energetic, so they did not let them enter in that part. So he has to go back. So Hazrat Khalid bin Walid, he could not actually continue his path over there. He has to come back to the Meccan army. So during that time, Holy Prophet with his fellows, they started to create pressure on the Meccans. Very soon, Meccans started to leave the battlefield. They started to run from the battlefield. So Muslim actually at the time, Muslim was victorious. They got control of everything. So people of Makkah, they ran from the battlefield. When the archers who were over there in the narrow path of the backside of the Muslim, they saw that Makkans has left the battlefield, they started to leave their place and they started to come to the battlefield. But the leader of archers, he said to them, you are not supposed to leave that place, because we are being instructed by the Holy Prophet, we are not supposed to leave the place at any cost. But the people said, his fellows said, now we got the victory, so there's useless to sit over here, we need to go to the battlefield. But the leader and few people with him, they did not left the place, but most of them, they left the place. Khalid bin Walid, actually he has an eye on that place. When he saw that narrow path has been left alone by the Muslim, there are few people are over there, so again he attacked from the backside with the horsemen. This time actually he killed all the Muslims, he martyred all the Muslims who were over there, and he got entered through the path. When actually the horsemen entered from the back side, so Muslim actually got surrounded by the enemies from the both sides, from the front and from the back. When the Meccan army who were leaving the battlefield, they saw that our horseman has entered in the narrow path, they came back and they started to fight with the Muslim. So during that, actually Muslim became a sandwich over there, because from the front side they are facing the Meccan army, from the back side they are being pressurized by the horsemen under the leadership of Hazrat Khalid bin Walid. At that time he was not a Muslim, later on he accepted Islam. So this is how in that confusion chaos happened over there. Hazrat Hamza, he also martyred by the Meccans, and many other important companions also martyred by the Meccans. So there was a rumor spread in the battlefield the Holy Prophet has been martyred by the Meccans. When that rumor spread in the battlefield, few of them lost their hope and they leave the battlefield. Few of them said now it is useless to fight with the Meccans, because our leader, our prophet had martyred, so there's no need to fight. They dropped their weapon. On the other hand, third party, they said now we need to fight before with energy and passion before ever. So they started to fight over there. So suddenly Holy Prophet, basically he fell down in a in a lower part of the land in the battlefield. When he stood up and he said, he started to call his people towards him. So people of Medina, Muslim, they started to surround the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. When people of Makkah saw this, actually now Holy Prophet is all alone with few companions, they started to focus on the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. They started to create a pressure on the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. But Muslims were over there like Hazrat Talha, Hazrat Zubair, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, Hazrat Usman and Hazrat Ali and other people who were over there. They made a wall front of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, in order to protect him. During that activity, Holy Prophet also injured. His two teeth actually broke down, while his cheek was also blood started to flow from his cheek. So Holy Prophet also injured over there. But Muslim actually they have to face lot of troubles. With the instructions of the Holy Prophet and his followers, they climbed a mountain and they hide themselves in a specific place. Then Abu Sufyan came to them. He started to call the people by their name, like Holy Prophet, then Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, then Hazrat Umar. But Holy Prophet did not allow the Muslim to reply. When he said, now we got the victory, our idols, Hubal has the power on the Muslim. Then Holy Prophet said to Hazrat Umar, you need to give him the answer. He said, Allahu Akbar, God is great, not your idols. Then Abu Sufyan said, now we are even. You killed our people in the battle of Badr, now we have avenged our people in the battle of Uhud. Now we are equal. Then Holy Prophet, with the permission of the Holy Prophet, Abu Bakr Siddiq said, Hazrat Umar said, how can we equal? Our martyred will go in paradise, while your killed people will be in the hell. So this is how Abu Sufyan left that place. So this is the event of battle of Uhud. So my dear students, tomorrow inshallah we are going to study the significance or results of the importance of the battle of Uhud. Until then,